Hey guys, so have some bad news, and it's still difficult for me to talk about this, but I've talked about it a few times. But it's hard. It does not get easier to talk about it each time I do it, and I just want to let you guys know what happened. My 18-year-old daughter was attacked at the bus stop on her way to school. She was punched in the face by a stranger, someone that she doesn't know. I have called the police. I have made a police report. Matter of fact, me and my husband, the day that it happened April 6th. Today is April 13th. And for the last, week or so, I've just been trying to wrap my head around the violence in my neighborhood. And I so desperately want to move. And this is the second time. If you guys have been following me for a long time here on YouTube, you guys already know that my oldest son was attacked in this neighborhood as well, close to a subway station. And now my youngest daughter. Mm. It's hard, guys. It's really hard. It's hard because every time I try to tell this story, it's difficult. And frankly, I'm getting tired of telling it, but because of the fact that I want to find the guy that did this, and I want him to be brought to justice. I want him to be caught and be held accountable for what he did to my daughter. He punched her in her eye, gave her a black eye, pretty much knocked her out. And the worst part about it is that there were people at the bus stop. Well, actually, it was just him and her at the bus stop. And it happened right when the bus pulled up. So when the bus pulled up, the bus driver pulled up to the bus stop. He opened the doors, and right then is when he hit her. And he hit her from behind. She did not see him coming. He pretty much snuck her. Hit her from behind on the side, came around and hit her on her eye, on her left eye. The worst part is that nobody really came to her aid. Like, nobody on the bus did anything to try to catch the guy or see where the guy was going or anything. All the bus driver did was ask my daughter, did she want him to call the police and the paramedics? No, you are supposed to do that anyway. You a bus driver. I'm pretty sure that is some type of protocol that you don't just let people get attacked and you're right there, and it's at a bus stop in Washington, D.C. You are supposed to call someone and, call someone right then. But my daughter was upset. First, she got on the bus because he hit her right when she was on her way to school. And then she got on the bus, but the bus didn't move. And I guess that's when the bus driver asked her. She said no, and then she got off the bus. She got off the bus. I guess she felt she wasn't getting any help. Nobody felt like nobody really gave a shit. So she got off the bus and she came home. It was the bus stop like maybe a couple of blocks from our house. And she came home. I'm sorry, guys, because this is real difficult. This particular part, it continues to replay in my head because She came home. It was like about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I was still asleep. I hadn't woke up, started to get to work yet, but she came home and she knocked on my bedroom door. And I said, yeah, and I could hear her crying through the door. And she was in tears, and she was like, Mom, and her voice was breaking up. And I came to the door, and I opened the door. I opened the door. And my daughter's face was swollen. Her eye was swollen, and she was in tears. And she said, Mom, someone hit me. Someone just punched me in my face. I don't know what I did. And I was like, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You were just standing there. She was like, she really thinks it's her fault. She thinks she did something. But she doesn't do anything. She doesn't offend anybody. She doesn't do anything to anyone. And I'm so tired. God, I am so tired of living in a hood. And I'm trying to do everything I can to move. I'm tired of living here. We made the police report. And God, I hate this fucking neighborhood. They just playing music all loud. I can't stand it here. I cannot stand it here. But we made a police report, called the police, and they came, and the paramedics came and asked if she wanted to go to the doctor. She really refused to go to the doctor, but I am still going to take her. It's been like a few days, but I still want to take her to the doctor because this person, he hit her in her eye and knocked her glasses off her face, and her glasses was like on the ground. She didn't have her glasses when she came home, but after we called the police and told him what happened and that her glasses was knocked off her face, he went back up to where the bus stop was, where it happened, and he retrieved her sunglasses for her and brought them back to us. It's been hard. You guys know I suffer with depression and anxiety, and this has been real difficult for me. I know it's difficult for my daughter, but it's difficult for me too because I couldn't protect her. At that time, there was really nothing I could do. And I seriously went out after I called my husband. And my husband came home from work and we drove around the area because she knew what he looked like. This is the thing. When the police came, and I am so proud of her. I am so very proud of her. My daughter gave an exceptional, very amazing description of this guy. Most people barely remember anything about their assailant, their attacker. She remembered the guy. She said the guy was about 6 feet because he was as tall as her brother, and that's what she said. So he was about as tall as Dinky, what's what we call my oldest son. She was like, he was about as tall as Dinky, and he was light skinned, and she said she didn't see any facial hair, but He had on all black, black coat, black jacket, black hooded jacket, black shirt, black jeans. He weighed about maybe between 140 and 145. Now, this is all what she said about the description. And she said he had a ear gauge in his right ear, a ear gauge. Now, the thing about the ear gauge, if you guys know what an ear gauge is, it wasn't a big ear gauge, it was a small ear gauge. But even if you took that ear gauge out, your earlobe is still going to be stretched. And that is a very identifying mark for this guy. And not only did she describe him, after we, I calmed her down and things, and we, talked about what happened and everything. And once the police left, she said, Mom, I can draw this guy. I'm going to draw him. And she drew him. She drew her own composite sketch of this guy. And she drew it. Now, if you guys follow my TikTok, you go follow my TikTok. I have a business page, but I also have a personal page as well. And on the personal page is his picture. The picture that she drew. I posted it there. And if you want to share this video, you can share the video. Please share the video. Please share this video, because I gave the description. He was last seen, this man was last seen on Atlantic and Barnaby Street, Southeast in Washington, D.C. He was seen on the corner by the A2 bus stop. But all my updates is going to be on my personal YouTube channel. I mean, on my personal, not my personal YouTube channel, on my personal TikTok page. That's where all the updates for what we're doing. We're actually now, the police told us that a detective was going to contact us, and he has contacted us. We have given him that sketch. So I'm just giving you all the rundown of what I've already told people on my TikTok. But any further updates is going to my TikTok page, because I cannot continue to keep posting this everywhere. It's just a lot right now. But I'm pretty sure you guys can find it. You guys can find it. If it's not linked below, you definitely can get to it from my business page. But one of those, if not both of my TikTok pages, are posted in the description. But yes, we are working with a detective. There were cameras outside the area where the bus stop was, and there were also cameras on the bus. And so the detective is going to see, and he was standing there at the bus stop like he was waiting on the bus. That's how she got such a good description, because he was already standing there, and he stood there the whole entire time until the bus came. And then he hit her. And but there should be a camera on the bus, on the front of the bus, and it should have picked up his description as well. I am going to continue to pursue this until he's caught. But I really want to leave this neighborhood so bad. We just can't afford to right now. And maybe we will within the next 5 or 6 months. Hopefully we can move, because that's what we're really trying to save up for. But everything keeps coming up. Guys, I just, I wanted to just let you know what's happening. And if you don't hear from me for a while, I'm just trying to deal. I'm just trying to go through all this and deal with all this, because this is the second time. Second time it's happened to my family. So I'm just going to, if you have questions or whatever, you can put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer your questions. But please follow my TikTok so you guys can get updates as they go down. All right, guys. See you.